All right, we are back. Welcome to the UCI BMX Supercross here in Saint Quentin on Yvelines, just outside of Paris, France, not too far from the Palace of Versailles. We are in and on round number 6. I'm Jason Richardson. I'm racing Jason Richardson, I was. And you are?
Rich James. It's good to be back, Jason.
It is good to be back. Just from yesterday. We had a lot of great racing action yesterday, and today I can't say that it's going to be anything less than amazing.
Let's have a look at what's going on around the beautiful city of Paris.
Yeah, bring us in. Where are we? What are the scenes? What are the sights here in beautiful Paris?
One of the most famous cities in the world, the city of love, the city of the tricolor, the city of beautiful architecture and statues and cafe culture and just everything that's atypically French. The Palace of Versailles, which is just down the road from where we are right now, Jason. And just a beautiful, beautiful city. Just a short hop from Manchester where we were not that long ago.
Not too long ago. The season, the Supercross season has been in Europe for sure. We were in Manchester and then Papendal, the Netherlands, and now we're in France. And I got to tell you, the sights just keep getting better and better as they go. Look at that amazing grounds. Such history here, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I can only imagine how long it actually took them to build that kind of thing. I mean, who comes up with that?
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know, but I did hear an interesting remark about the term etiquette and where that came from. Maybe I'll talk about that later. So next up, we're going to have round 1 of both the men and women elite. If you get 4th or better, you move on to the 16th finals or 8th finals, whichever category you're in. Otherwise, you go to the last chance qualifier where they only take 2. And then we will whittle our way down, getting 4th or better, 16ths, 8ths, quarters, semis, and then the finals of both the men and women elite.
Yeah, and if it's as exciting as it was yesterday, we're in for an absolute treat because round 5 was just unbelievably good.
How about this facility?
Oh, amazing.
Weather here, relatively perfect. A little bit cloudy, but we are under a big roof, under the lights. You can see that roof just in the screen behind the velodrome. What is it? The temperature is only 18 degrees Celsius, so it's not too terribly hot, not too terribly cold. Easy for the riders to cool down. We're going to jump straight into the standings. Nick Kimmin has pretty much been dominating the season. He's at the top of the heap, followed by Daudet, Campo, Rencarel, David Graff, looking for a win still. Sylvan Andre, Kai White, and Kai Sakakibara. Both Kais spelled differently. That'll round out your top 8 in the men's division so far.
That is a big top 8. And moving on, we will check out the women's standings. Elise Willoughby, top of the standings there with 550 points. Laura Smulders literally just 10 points behind. Judy Bow, Simone Christiansen making up the top 4, followed by Felicia Stansel, Manon Valentino, Camille Mer from France, and Natalia Afromova from Russia. That's your top 8 in the women's World Cup standings so far in 2019.
Only 10 points separating Smulders and Willoughby. It seems like it's going to be a battle to the end. Let's get on board. Let's get on the gate to see what it's like to go around an elite level, Olympic-style track as we go down the 8-meter hill over the big first double onto a step-up double, step down into a big right-hand 180. The women go even further right as you jump one big double into a big step-up with a roller step down, and then into a double into the second corner, and then things get tricky, huh, Rich?
Yeah, things definitely get tricky. That third straight, that new third straight, step on, step off, jump down, into that final turn, and it gets just as tricky. There's something like 16 or 17 jumps there that you can actually pick different lines on, and your legs will be full of lactic acid. You cross that line, and that's a lap here at Saint Quentin on Yvelines.
That's a lap here. Men's Elite up next, round number 1. Again, 4th or better will put them into the 16th finals. There are quite a few competitors here. As we know, France, probably per capita by country, has probably the most licenses, I would say. One of the few countries with the most licenses per capita. Anyways, we're going to jump right into heat number 1, round 1. That'll be Kieman, Couillère, Milano, Schilling, Webster, Bodson, Schaub. Nick Kimmin opting for lane 8, looking like he's coming out of lane 8 quite relaxed and still taking it to the front in front of Jefferson Milano. Milano with a very strong first straightaway. Looks like he wants to challenge Kimmin just a bit, but Kimmin's going to keep his lead as they head into the second corner, followed by Milano. Milano getting some trouble now by Webster, so it's going to be Kimmin, Webster, or Schaub, excuse me. Schaub, Milano, and Webster, so strong German contingent heading up the top 4, looking to qualify out. Kimmin, points leader, that's what the red plate signifies. Kimmin will take it to the front. Nick Kimmin winning that one, followed by Schaub, Milano, and Webster.
That was almost a nonchalant start there from Mr. Nick Kimmin.
Very relaxed.
Definitely relaxed and confident in that one. As we look at the official results, Nick Kimmin, Philip Schaub, Jefferson Milano, and Axel Webster making up the top 4. They're going to transfer through to the 16th. Everybody else going to the LCQ. Moving on, heat number 2, round 1, Alfredo Campo, Marty Ciottino, Dylan Gober, Bruno Cardoso, Elias Verbinding, Kieran Vordan, and Nicholas Halverson. Alfredo Campo making the podium yesterday in round number 5. And he's on the inside, so let's see how he gets on in this one. Round number 1, heat number 2 is underway. Alfredo Campo on the inside. He's got Marty Ciottino of Italy right there next to him. Here comes Elias Verbinding of Belgium trying to work his way in. He's ducking around and trying to just get in there. He's working his way into that second position, battling with the Italian, but it is Alfredo Campo who holds on to that lead at the moment. The Italian still in there in 2, looking for the rider in 4. That'll be Dylan Gober out of France. Ciottino still holding on. Oh, one rider gets it wrong going down that third straight and pretty much buys the farm, but it's Campo. He's going to hold it to the line. Campo's going to get it. Ciottino battling away with Gober. Gober just taking that second spot. Verbinding back there in 4, but it was all action on that third straight. 297 of Cardoso from Portugal, unfortunately, just taking his lumps in that third straight.
He bought the farm, you said?
Yeah.
How much does the farm cost? It cost him a qualification, eh?
Yeah.
All right, next up we have Heat 3. As we see our good man from Portugal making his way off the track on his own. That's always nice to see. Campo, your official, followed by Gobert, Sciortino, and Verbinding. They will move on through. Everyone else goes to the last chance. Heat 3, up on the hill, Daudet, Schottman, Lapre, Cristofoli, Matsushita, Omkaloof, and Godoy. Yours Daudet in lane 1, getting a very respectable 3rd place last night. Out of the gate they go, down the hill. Looks like Joris Daudet straight to the front. Looking actually, I would say, faster down the first straight today than yesterday. We'll see what the lap time says, but Joris Daudet in full control as he's stretching his lead as they go into the second corner. It's going to be Daudet leaping into the 3rd straight, followed by Schottman, Lapre, and Cristofoli from Italy. Cristofoli holding on to that 4th place position. Looks like Chauvin not sure on that, wanting to get around him. We'll see how that works. It's going to be Daudet, easy qualification, followed by Schottman, Cristofoli, and Lapre getting the 4th place.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's fairly relaxed in these early rounds. The Chilean rider just picking himself up there.
Been having some trouble this weekend, the Chilean riders, huh?
He has, yeah. Oh, yeah, got it completely wrong there. At times hovering around the 34-second mark, so yeah, everybody seems to be fairly relaxed at the minute. Let's hope Felipe Godoy is fit enough to continue in that LCQ a little bit later on.
I like the numbers on the back of his jersey, they look good.
Yeah, they look good. Also Cristobal Palominos of Chile, also out with injury at the moment. Let's hope he's okay and recovered soon. Joris Daudet, Mitchell Schottman, Roberto Cristofoli, Leo Luapre, easy for me to say, from France, making up the top 4. Next up, heat number 4, Andrade, Webster, Diude, Estil, Roman Mayu, Hugo Ballerini, and Theo Rivoire. Expecting some serious horsepower from Roman Mayu down that first straight, and certainly he does. He takes it into that first turn. The Brazilian rider of Andrade just tucking in behind him. He's in there in two, but it's all about the Frenchman heading down that second straight, trying to see who's got the third spot. That'll be the German rider. That'll be Liam Webster. He's in there in three at the moment, but the Frenchman leading it out. Diude of France, he's also in there in four, but it's all about Roman Mayu. In and out of that final turn, bringing it down that final straight. He's going to cruise across this line. Andrade is going to take that two. Webster's looking good for the three spot. It's just a case of who's going to get the four, and it is Nathaniel Diude.
There's your official. Mayu, Andrade, Webster, and Diude. Up to the hill. Let's race. That's what it says. Nagard, Nagasako, Mayer, White, Maye, Hecker, and Chayu. Used to be a cartoon my son used to watch when he was a little guy called Caillou. Trey White looking to make a better day today. Not off to the greatest of starts, as Maye, coming from the outside, was wearing full red just yesterday. Now he's wearing the gleaming white, looking ice cold as he heads over the big doubles into the second corner. So it's going to be Maye, followed by the Japanese rider. That's going to be Nagasako, Lanagard. White holding on to fourth place right now. He could be in trouble. We'll see if he can make some space for himself and qualify through. Maye, though, leading the charge, the number 974, all the way down the last straightaway, looking for an easy qualification as he coasts it through, followed by Nagasako, Lanagard, and White getting through as well.
That was heat number 6. There is your official result. Maye, Nagasako, Carl Lanagard, and Trey White, all making it through to the next round. Been some kind of mechanical in heat 5. This is heat 7. David Graff made the main event yesterday. Walter Segers, Mathis Rago, Richard, Quentin Charavan, Tristan Tournebize. Also in this one as well, Raphael Coron, Axel Jondot, and Benjamin Sagnier. David Graff of Switzerland on his favoured inside gate in this one, streaking down that first straight in towards turn number 1. That's Tristan Tournebize just behind him there in the yellow and black, just working his way into that third spot. Other riders just diving underneath. Mathis Rago Richard in there in 2, and Walter Segers is also in the mix as well. He's worked his way into that third spot, but coming under pressure, riders diving around. Charavan's worked his way in there as well. Segers in that fourth spot. Mathis Rago Richard working his way into 2, but it's all about David Graff. Graff's got this one at the moment. He's going to bring it to the line. Graff, Mathis Rago Richard, those guys are going to go 1 and 2. Walter Segers is going to go through in 3 with Tristan Tournebize in 4.
Good race by everyone there. In heat 7, David Graff looking poised and ready to take on the day. He will be the first official qualifier from heat 7, followed by Rago Richard, Segers, and Tournebize. Looking back up the hill, we're on heat number 8. I can see Anthony Dean, Hugo Pointon, Yamaguchi, Lankveld, Howard Tawan, Martin, the young Ryan Martin, and Theo Chappelle, excuse me. Riders ready, watch the gate. You can watch the gate or the lights or listen to the horns. That's the cue they use. Go on red is what they normally do, as Anthony Dean is the first one into the first turn and most likely into the second corner as he hops over the doubles into the second corner. In and out he comes, so he's going to take the rhythm. Dean, Yamaguchi, Chappelle, Pointon, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dean looking very relaxed as he takes it on in down the last straight. The square 44 rider, also the coffee shop owner, Anthony Dean bringing it in for the first, followed by Yamaguchi, Chappelle, and Ryan Martin getting that 4th place. Young Ryan Martin.
Yeah, Ryan Martin went high-low in that final turn looking for a position, and he picked it up right at the line. Worked his way into the top 4, as you can see there, with Anthony Dean, Yamaguchi, and Chappelle. So Ryan Martin transferring straight through to the 16th. I'm sure Mum will be happy about that one. Right, next up, heat number 9, Corbin Sherrar, Villegas, Stindl, Justin Posey in this one, Shane Rosa, Brizuela, and Eric Peters from the Netherlands.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Right in the middle of the gate, we've got Justin Posey on that 19 plate. Now his day did not go to plan yesterday, so he's looking for a better one today. Working his way into that first turn, just about getting into the top 4. Shane Rosa's right there with him though in 5, but looks like Villegas is working his way into 2 behind Corbin Sherrar. Sherrar, Villegas, 1 and 2. The other Argentinian rider, Brizuela even, in 3. So as they exit the final turn, Sherrar's looking good for the win in this one. The Argentinians are battling. It's just going to be a case of who's going to get second, who's going to get third, who's going to get the 4th. Is it going to be Justin Posey? Yes, it is. Justin Posey transfers through, so already his day is getting better than yesterday.
Grandmama Posey, your son is racing more today. There we go. And Justin, congratulations to Mama Posey. The official, Corbin Sherrar, Villegas, Brizuela, and Posey. Wanted to say congratulations to Mama Posey, who is now a grandmother, and Justin, who is now an uncle. His sister had a baby not too long ago, maybe last week. Next up, Heat 10, Kimin, D'Souza, Strasdens, Nagard, Hoyton, Gamay, Fontenot, and Ferrico.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
D'Souza coming out of lane 1 next to Justin Keeman, Nick Keeman's younger brother. Both going fast today, but D'Souza wanting to make a day for himself, get all the way to the main event. He's been riding quite strong this weekend, so wanting to get through to the main event, and he is looking like he's able to do that, leaping kind of styly-wise into the 3rd straightaway, followed by Keeman. Coming out of the last corner, they're spreading out just a bit as D'Souza, the world number 3, going to bring it in for the 1st place qualification position, followed by Keeman, Lanegard, and Gamay.
And there is your official result. D'Souza, Kimmon, Lenegard. So both Lenegard brothers going through in this first round. Alexander Gamay going through in 4. Moving on to back to heat number 5, actually. So Jeremy Renkerel in this one. Ruben Gomez, Martin Bogaerts, Joris Begin, Arthur Claessens, Wotan, Pichanowski, and Cole McConey in this one as well, doing it for New Zealand.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
So Nicholas Pichanowski of France on the outside on that 630 plate, but it looks like Jeremy Renkerel, who's going to work his way into that first turn in front. Ruben Gomez just slotting in behind him. He's the national champion of Belgium. He's holding on to that 2nd spot, just trying to pick up the rider in 3 at the moment, but it's all about Renkerel out there in front. Where is Cole McConey? Out of New Zealand, he's got some work to do. He's in there in 3. Bogart's going through in 4. Renkerel got this one on lockdown. Gomez probably just going to settle for the 2nd spot. Renkerel bringing it to the stripe. Here comes Gomez with the late charge. Is he going to get him on the line? Oh, not quite. I don't think he did. 0.120 between them. Photo finish between McConey and Bogaerts. Pichanowski's going through in 5. He's going to have to go to the LCQ.
So that is a way to wake up to some BMX racing. First lap, fighting for that qualifying position. There's your official. Renkerel, Gomers, McConey, and Bogaert getting that final spot from the Frenchman. Next up, heat number 11, Unsane, Tween, White, Kai White, Supercross, Don Blonde, Harmson, DeVecchi, and Trump.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Kai White with a smashing gate start coming straight out the center, almost the center, coming out of lane 3. So he's going to go to the front. It's going to be Kai White beating Harmson to the first turn. That's not easy to do. So White and Harmson going down yesterday in a qualifying position, I believe in the quarterfinal, maybe even the semi, I believe maybe the quarter. So he wants to make sure he gets all the way through to the main event today. It's be Kai White, Harmson 1 and 2 as Kai White pulls further away down the last straightaway, taking the number 87 bike into a qualifying position, followed by Harmson, Queen, and Supercert from Thailand getting through.
Yeah, the Thai national coach, Adam Curry, will be happy about that one. One of his
Impressed
riders
with this
making
guy.
it through.
He's running really well. I think he works with Liam, the World Training Center.
Ah, right, okay. Well, he's there in 4th anyway. So he makes it through to the 16th. Heat 12 up next. Alexander Katashev, Christos Kriegers, Renato Rezende out of Brazil, Sanchez Tamzia, Senecal, Enzo Papa, and Fabian Gurk.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Well, heat number 12 is underway, and it's all about the Eastern European power on the inside, but the South American power is taking it to the first turn. That'll be Renato Rezende picking up the whole shot. Christos Kriegers in there in about 3 at the moment. It looks like Alexander Katashev, who's worked his way into 2, so the Brazilian leading it out. The Russian just chasing him down there. Kriegers isn't done yet. Enzo Papa of France, he's in there in 4, holding on to that final qualifying spot through to the 16th. There's a bit of a gap to 5, so it looks like that spot will be his, but Renato Rezende bringing it to the line. He gets it. Katashev, Kriegers, Papa, Gok's going out in 5. What a great lap from the Brazilian.
That was a great lap from Rezende. There's your official Rezende, Katashev, Kriegers, and Papa. Heat number 13 is going to see Okendo, Buti, Pavijankas, Kyle Evans. He said he likes my Nikes. Ganestroni, Barbosa, Floch, and Munch.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Looks like there was a little bit of a flinch from Evans. Maybe not. Maybe that's just his style. But he's going to go straight to the front, shutting down Pavijankas. Pavijankas having a rough day yesterday. So he takes a funny line in that corner. Looks like he's got to fight for second. We'll see if he can make up for it. But it's going to be Evans pulling away, going in and out of the second corner. Pavijankas moving back to third. It's going to be Evans, Okendo, Pavijankas. They can't decide if they want second or third. Pavijankas now going into second. Now Okenda going back into second. Meanwhile, Evans taking it all the way to the front, getting just a little bit crooked early on in that last straightaway, but he manages to get through it first, followed by Pavijankas, Buti, and Okendo going back to 4th.
Yep, that's a great lap for our reigning European champion, Kyle Evans. Taking the win, Pavijankas of Lithuania in 2, Buti in 3, Okendo in 4. And they move on to the next part of the program. Heat number 14, Jared Garcia, Rositis, Gargaglia, Van Doren, Zite, Ugamar, Navarro, and Sylvain Andre.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
So your reigning world champion, Sylvain Andre, out there in gate number 8, but he'll be looking to move across and beat another rider to that first turn. Somebody's gone down on that first straight. Jared Garcia just working his way into 2 at the moment. The Italian rider, that'll be Gargaglia. He's in there in 3, being chased down by, I think it's Steph Van Doren, who's there in 4. Moves being made in that second turn. Sylvain Andre looking good. He'll be keeping the home crowd happy. Jared Garcia looking very comfortable in 2. Oh, just a little bit of a slide there from Sylvain Andre. The back wheel just stepping out ever so slightly. He's going to bring it to the line. Garcia's going to get to Gargaglia, battling away with Van Doren. Oh, it was Navarro. Van Doren in there in 5. But Sylvain Andre, back wheel just stepped out slightly as he came around that final turn.
A little bit of a drift.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the rider down in the first straightaway. The Latvian Rositis going down. Andre, a little bit of a Tokyo drift in the last corner. The young Latvian will be relegated to the last chance qualifier as he makes his way off the track.
Seems very quiet and subdued at the moment, Jason, even out in the stands.
Well, it's early on in the program. Andre Garcia, Gargaglia, and Navarro getting through. You know, after a lot of racing, less than 24 hours ago, the second day tends to start off a little bit more tame. Next up, Laban, Topinka, Ghent, Ballback, Boyle, Vandenberg, Folkhalt, and Chafouat. Happy birthday, Twan Van Gent. He is the big 2-7 today. Let's see if Twan Van Gent can give him a win or a main event today for himself for his birthday, as Twan Van Gent start making his way to a good start today as he goes in and out of the first corner at first. Looks like he's being contested a bit. He's not running away with it quite yet. It's going to be Van Gent as he goes into the third straightaway, followed by Vandenberg, Ballback, and Topinka. Czech rider making his way into 4th place. Not sure if he's going to be able to hold on to it. We'll see. Van Gent coming down the last straight with past teammate Vandenberg next to him. Topinka and Ballback. Topinka getting into that 3rd place position.
Yeah, so a Dutch 1-2 in that one. With Twan Van Gent and Dave Vandenberg. Just keeping it relaxed and doing what they need to do to get through to the next round. There is your official result. Twan Van Gent taking the win. Dave Vandenberg into Dominic Topinka in 3. And Jonas Ballback of Germany in 4. Heat 16 up next. Marco Jackal, Roman Catenacci, Cornatello, Dumi, Barbara, and Thibaut Chauvin. All out of France.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Right, let's have a look who's got heat number 16 on lockdown. Dumi. And he's going to lead it into that first turn. Just looking at the sheets in front of me, Connor Fields was listed as supposed to be in heat 16. Doesn't seem to have appeared on the gate, so don't know what's going on there. Marco Jackal also in the mix, but we are looking at one rider just going down the 292, hitting the deck. That was Thibaut Chauvin out of France. So he's going to have to come back for the LCQ. Let's see who's going to get it as they go down that final straight. Oh, one more rider down in the final turn as well. Just disappeared through the right-hand side of our screen there. Didn't see exactly what happened. Maybe he had a coming together with another rider. Dumi Catenacci going 1, 2, and 3. Chauvin going down earlier on. And one more rider going down in that final turn. Any idea what happened then, Jason?
I don't know. Looked like it was a looked, I heard it. I was watching first and second and third, and then I just saw someone flying off out of the last corner. I'm wondering if someone got blasted, but I don't think so. Just a slide out all by themselves. A little bit of film of dust, I would imagine, on the surface. Probably makes it a bit slick. There's your official. Jackal, Dumi, Catenacci, and Cornutello. Connor Fields, believe, decided to sit the day out as he was not feeling too well. His lower back, he said, was a bit sore and wasn't worth the discomfort. Okay, Heat 17, Kai Sakakibara, Jeremy Smith, Roselkans, Demontron, Alec Bob, Chauvin, Botanet, and Mercader.
Okay, riders, random start. Rider is ready. Watch the gate.
Kai Sakakibara looking good yesterday, wanting to put in a good day today. Looks like Jeremy Smith squeezed. He's going to go back to third place in the first corner, and then he's going to fight back for second. We'll see if he can hold on to it, as he might be relegated to third place in the second corner with an Alec Bob. Alec Bob jumping into fourth place with some space between him and fifth, so it looks like he may get through as he leaps through the third straightaway. Meanwhile, Kai Sakakibara stretching his lead out just a bit down the last straightaway, as he's going to bring it on in, the double 7, the Australian of Sakakibara, followed by Chauvin. Bob with the third, Smith dropping back to fourth, but they get through nonetheless.
Yeah, good result for the USA there with 2 riders going through. Definitely getting dusty in those turns, as you mentioned before, Jason. People sliding out left and right at the moment. That'll be interesting to see how they handle that one later on. As more laps go around, it was Demontrond who took the tumble in that second turn. Alec Bob putting a decent lap in just to pick up a qualifying position, with Jeremy Smith following him across the line. There is your official result. Kai Sakakibara, Arno Chauvin, Alec Bob and Jeremy Smith all going through to the 16ths. Heat 18 lining up on the gate. Gonzalo Molina, Yevgeny Klishenko, Bude, Bujaki, Kevin Schunk, Maynard Peel, Lebigot and Thomas Brahim from France. 2 national champions in this one, the national champion of Russia and the national champion of New Zealand.
Okay, riders, random start. Rider is ready. Watch the gate.
Kevin Schunk in the middle there on the 304, didn't quite get the gate that he wanted, and he's going to have to pick his way through from the back of the pack, but it looks like a rider who did go well. That's the Argentinian Gonzalo Molina. He's out there in front. Oh, sounds like somebody's blown a tyre. That might have been Maynard Peel. Yep, his tyre's gone, so his lap is over. That's Klishenko going through in 2, just trying to pick up. It's Bujaki in 3, Lebigot in 4. Front 3 looking good and clear in this one. The Russian's going to bring it to the line. Molina coming under a little bit of pressure for that second spot. Is he going to hold on to it? Who's going to get the 4th spot as well? Bujaki, Molina, Bude going through. Schunk in 5. He couldn't bring it back from getting a less than stellar start. And Maynard Peel blowing a tyre, and he's going to have to come back via the LC.
Next up, Garoyan, Donny Lalare, Tomazioli, Faye, Isidore, Furlan, and Yoshi.
Let's hope Quillen Isidore can put the kind of laps in that he did yesterday.
Okay, riders, random start. Rider is ready. Watch the gate.
Looks like Isidore might just do that as he's going straight to the front. We know he's comfortable on this first straightaway, so we'll see if he can get all the way through the program by the end of the day. Isidore looking good through the second straightaway into the first corner. He's stretching his lead out just a bit as well, as it's going to be Yoshi, I believe, in second. We have a rider down. Oh, Donny Lalare in second, excuse me. We have a rider down in the last corner, or in the second corner. But Isidore, the 164, handling this lap quite nicely with an easy qualification, followed by the Frenchman of Danielaire and the two Italians, Furlan and Tomazioli, respectively for third and fourth.
It was Yoshi taking the tumble in that second turn. Keith high-sided
Garoyan,
into the back of somebody's tyre.
not going to be happy with
Yeah,
that.
he didn't look very happy at all, did he? That was heat 20. Maybe there was a mechanical in heat 19, because that's definitely not taken place. Yoshi there just running into the back of Leo Garoyan, the 182. Who also had his issues was Matteo Fay out of France as well. There is your official result. Isidore, Danielaula, Furlan and Tomazioli. All transferring through to the 16ths. Next up, heat 21, Arboleda, Medina, Ramirez, Verhoeven, Darnan, Svanberg, Locatelli and Perot.
Okay, riders, random start. Rider is ready. Watch the game.
Philip Svanberg on the 107. He's the national champion of Sweden in this one. And he's in there
Simba
about
Darnan with the
7.
pull.
Yeah, for sure. Darnan getting a flyer. The Colombians lining up behind him. Abaleda will probably be in there in 2 with Ramirez going through as well. Let's just have a quick look as they go in and out of that turn. Darnan rocking that purple uniform, looking really, really good. Abaleda, Ramirez and Verhoeven in there in 4, doing it for Belgium. But it's all about the Frenchman. He's coming under pressure though down this final straight. Who's going to try and get him at the line? Abaleda's having a go at him. Is he going to get him? Abaleda works his way past. Darnan's going to get that 2 spot. Ramirez in 3, Verhoeven in 4, and Medina in 5.
There's your official Arboleda, Darnan, the Magician, Ramirez, and Verhoeven. They will make it through. Looking back up to the hill, heat number 19 sees Eddie Clarté, Pelliward, Marcelac, Yoshimura, Sharek, Dorval, Saracen, and Miroir.
Okay, riders, random start. Rider is ready. Watch the game.
Patty Sharek making good use of those turns in practice and in earlier qualifying during stop 5. We'll see what he does. He finds himself in second place. Clarté in third, but it's going to be Pelliward in front. He is a French national, however, he is also Colombian now, as they've adopted him quite well. He's adopted that country. So it's going to be Pelliward, the Colombian, riding in front, followed by Sharek and Clarté as they fight for second place. And the fourth going to Marcelac from France.
Good to see Paddy Sharek put in a good lap in. That'll certainly calm the nerves. Mir, Cullen, Boyer, Alden, Lopez, Bouger, and Fayou. Tori Noverstad, national champion in Norway on the inside. Number 22 is go. We are looking for a good lap from Ross Cullen of Great Britain. He's in there in about 3 at the moment. Oh, just tangling there. Navrestad just catching somebody's back wheel, and that's caused him a few problems. So as they head down that straight, Navrestad holding on to the 2 spot. Cullen battling away for the 3. But as they go in and out of the turn, we are looking at the 4.36 of Amadou Mia. Alden in 3, Boyer in 4, Ross Cullen's back there in 5, but still battling away and looking for the position. Can he make something happen down the final straight? Ross Cullen making his move. Mia's going to get it. Mia, Navrestad going 1 and 2. Who's going to get the 3? Alden, and Cullen pulled it right back down that final straight and took 4.
Amadou Mir looking better and better every stop we go. That was a good lap for him with a lunge to the finish line, no less. That's the official. Mir, Navrestad, Alden, Cullen making Rich Eames very happy.
Very much so.
Getting through. We're going back to the hill. Rock and roll, Cole Tizar, Nakai, Cam Larson, Tino Papma, Diego Aguirre, Bemelin, Saruge, and Borrell.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
We'll see what we can do as Rock and Roll Cole Tizar and Cam Larson looks like they go straight to the front. Rock and Roll Cole with a great first straightaway. Cam Larson getting boxed out. He gets pushed to 4th. Now he's in trouble. Going to be Cole Tizar heading into the 2nd corner. In and out in 1st as he's going to go into the rhythm section. We'll see if he jumps in or rolls in. It's going to be Tizar, Nakai, Papma, Larson holding on to 4th place. But Rock and Roll Cole Tizar making it look relatively easy as he brings the 34 on in down the back straight. Or the last straight, excuse me. Followed by Papma, Nakai, and Larson.
Certainly not the lap that Bart Van Bemmelen wanted. But Tizar taking the win. Papma in 2, Nakai in 3. Cameron Larson. That'll make him happy. He's inside the top 4. Heat 24, Racine, Shippers, Huber, Bonnet, Ugamar, Brunner, and Fuentes.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Jay Shippers doing it for the all-conquering Dutch squad in this one, and it looks like he's going to lead it into that first turn. Gil Brunner working his way through from the outside and settling down in that 2 position. Quentin Huber in there as well on the 2.06. Roman Racine on the 2.54. Who looks like he's worked his way into the top 3, but it's Shippers got this one under control at the moment. Shippers in the lead, Brunner in 2, Racine in 3. Quentin Huber has worked his way into 4, but the 42 plate. Jay Shippers doing it for the Dutch national team. They all like to win. And he's going to take this lap. Shippers is going to get it. Brunner, Racine, Huber. That's your top 4. Ugamar going through in 5 with Bonnet in 6.
Official Shippers, Brunner, Racine, Hubert. Moving on to heat number 25. Blanc, Dubois, Award, Pena, Turkelson, Bretthauer, Molina, and Tizi.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Renaud Blanc coming out of lane 1, going straight to the front. Pretty commanding lead going into the first corner. It's going to be Blanc stretching it out, legs moving really fast on the backside of that first double as he looks very relaxed going in and out of the second corner. It's going to be Blanc, Dubois, Turkelson, and the España rider, Kim Pena, in 4th. Looks like he has a bit of space between him. It's going to be Blanc, Dubois, Turkelson, and Kim. Well, that wraps up round 1 of Elite Men.
Yep, pretty quite quiet. I think it's just taking everybody a little bit of time to get going, just winding it up again, like you said, after the exertions of yesterday. But it's nice to see Alejandro Quimpena going through in the top 4. Jimmy Thurkelson, Corentin Dubois, also in there as well.
Next time we see the elite men, it will be for the last chance qualifier, taking 2 and only 2 out of the last chance. So those that went through this first round, in my opinion, dodged a bullet.
Certainly don't have to have that extra lap in your legs from the LCQs.
That's right. Although I would argue if you didn't have a good lap the first one, you might need it to press the reset button. Or it might do you some good, whether you need it or not.
Women elites up next. Round 1 where they'll transfer through to the 8th. If you're inside the top 4, outside the top 4, you will go to the LCQ where we take the top 2 to go through.
You are just joining us. We are here at the UCI BMX Supercross World Cup. Saint Quentin on Yvelines in France, just outside of Paris, just not too far from the Palace of Versailles. I'm Jason Richardson, sitting here with Mr. Richard Eames, BMX commentator, famous shot caller of the BMX in all of the UK.
Yeah, legend in my own lunch break. That's what it is, Jason.
Lunch break legend, I like that.
Just waiting for the women elites to get the nod that we will be going racing. Don't forget, you can get in touch with us via the old Instagram direct message at BMX Commentator and at Real Dr. J Rich. Always happy to hear from you guys out there. Let us know where you are, what you're up to, who you're watching the show with. All the guys at Doncaster BMX Club wanting a shout out. They're racing at regional event in Chesterfield today, and Team Blevins loving the coverage from Paris, recovering from a big night out in Manchester.
That's it.
There's never a small night out in Manchester, that's all I'm saying.
Too much work, huh? Too much work, too easy for you. The camera is too easy for us.
Our crowd here at Saint Quentin on Yvelines. We had a French Cup event this morning, so the amateurs, as it were doing their thing.
Doing their thing. Also, I'd like to send a shout out to all the downhill mountain World Cup riders, as the World Cup in Leogang, Austria, just wrapped up. And our counterparts, Rob Warner and Claudio Calori, calling the action. They did a great job. Loic Bruni with the win.
Good to see Danny Hart up there as well.
That's right.
Doing his thing. Ex-BMXer, Danny Hart. And still a BMXer kind of inside. I know he rides skate parks quite a bit, does Danny? Love to see him on a BMX track as well at some point.
Yeah. Hearing some exciting things about, I'm not sure, what is it, the World Championships that's going to take place in Glasgow in a couple years?
Yeah, I think it's 2023.
2023?
Yeah.
I believe all of the worlds,
Yeah,
respectively, will be, I think, that week, that month.
yeah, they're all kind of over that time period, aren't they?
All of cycling, so that will be amazing to share spotlight with other disciplines. Heat 1, we're going to see Smulders Van Bentham, Saya Sakakibara, Matilda Dudu, Stephanie Hernandez, Aaron Lockwood, and Ana Sara Rojas. Heat 1, round 1, women elite. Down the gate they go. Looks like it's going to be Saya Sakakibara just on the outside of Laura Smolders. I think Smolders is going to assert herself in the first corner and come out in first, as it's going to be Smolders. Sakakibara, though, looking for more, as she is right on Smolders' tail. Going in and out. Van Bentham into third in the second corner with Dudu in fourth. There's going to be Smolders, calm and cool and collected. Sakakibara hunting. Maybe she's going to finish first. We'll see how they come down the last straight, as they both take up a lot of space side by side. It's going to be Sakakibara, Smolders, Van Bentham, and Dudu getting the fourth place.
Yeah, good to see Matilda Dodu just working her way into the top four. I think she was struggling after a tumble yesterday. She was certainly shaking her arm and hand in practice earlier on as if it was giving her some discomfort. So she's there in four, Merle Van Bentham in three, Laura Smolders in two, and Saya Sakakibara going through and taking the win. Next up, Muriel Smolders, Sorensen, Elise Willoughby, Yaroslava Bondarenko, Julie Guzne, Julia Alves dos Santos, and Michaela Hajakova out of the Czech Republic. Heat number two, Women Elite leaving the gate, and we are looking at Elise Willoughby getting an absolutely great start and heading towards turn number one in front, exactly as she did yesterday in that main event, but it didn't quite work out for her the way she wanted it. So Willoughby leading it through, Smolders in there in two. That looks like De Santos going through in that three spot. Where is Yaroslava Bondarenko? She's in there in four at the moment, just holding on. That might be Julie Guznet in there in five, but Willoughby on that 11 bike, the red number plate, the series leader just by a scant 10 points from Laura Smolders. She's going to hold it to the line, coming under pressure from Merrill Smolders. Who's going to hold it? Willoughby's going to get it. Smolders in two, De Santos in three, Bondarenko of Russia back on the standard 20-inch wheels, and she's in there in four.
I feel like my vocabulary improves hanging out with you, Richard.
I try my best.
Scant. There's your official Willoughby Smolders bringing it through that round. Next up, Ole Carrillo, Mikkelsen, Rosnet, Stansel, Tuxture, Patricone, and Gone. Heat 4, round 1, Elite Women. Felicia Stansel looking to come straight out the middle and straight to the front. Looks like she's doing just that on her purple bicycle. Stansel looking strong. Fourth place finish in round number 5 as she's taking it to the front early on today, that's for sure. Coming out of the second corner in first place is going to be Stansel, Bolle, Mikkelsen, and Tuxture. Canada 3 and 4. Whoa, little wild ride by Tuxture. Or is that Mikkelsen? I don't know. Now it looks like she might have been relegated to 5th, so there's a race for 4th. As Stansel, the 23, is going to qualify easily. Mikkelsen finding a 2nd place. Bolle Carrillo and Tuxture managing to hold on to 4th.
Yeah, great lap there from Felicia Stansel. That's exactly what she'll want in round number 1. There is the result. Taking the win with Drew Mikkelsen in 2, Gabriella Bolle in 3, and Dana Tuxture of Canada in 4. Moving on, heat number 5, Judy Bow, Beth Shriver, Svetlana Admakina, Danny George, Restrepo, Della Londe, and Jessie Smith. Out of New Zealand, she's there on the outside on that 132 plate. Heat 5 of Women Elite is go. Looks like Bethany Shriver got a really good start. She's going to lead into turn number 1. Judy Bow on the inside. Danny George right there on the outside. Jessie Smith trying to work her way in. The Russian rider just moving into the top 4. But Bethany Shriver of Great Britain, she's looking really good in this one. Entering that second turn in the lead. They are queuing up behind Judy Bow. Bow holding on to that 2 spot at the minute. The Russian rider in 3. Jessie Smith just battling away as well. She's into that 3 spot now. The Russian back in 4. Danny George in 5 with it all to do. Can she pull it out of the bag down the final straight? Danny George making move. Can she catch the Russian? It's going to be close. She's not going to do it. Danny George in 5. Ad McKenna going through in 4. Jessie Smith in 3. Judy Bow in 2. And Bethany Shriever, exactly what she wanted, a win in round 1. There is your official results. Beth Shriever, Judy Bow, Jessie Smith, and Svetlana Ad McKenna.
Danny George struggling a bit to find her rhythm and find her way. Next up, Camille Mayer, Zoe Clausens, Andrea Escobar, Rebecca Petch, Charlotte Moreau, Vanetta Peterson, and Manon Veenstra. A full gate, almost a full gate. One doesn't get through the first jump. That's not going to be good for her. I believe that might be Petch going to the front. Not sure. Mayer in second. But I'm going to bet money to say that is Claessens in third with the young Rebecca Petch in front. Kind of quiet during round 5, so maybe she's waking up. It's going to be Petch, Mayer, Claessens, and Escobar in that 4th place. Escobar finds herself fighting for the 4th place. We'll see if she can hold on to it, as Peterson is going to challenge her for that position. But right now it's the New Zealand all black coming in, the 308 of Petch, followed by Mayer, Claessens, and Veenstra getting by Escobar.
Yeah, good lap there for Rebecca Petch of New Zealand. She had her struggles yesterday, but she's certainly made up for it today with that win in the first round here with Camille Mayer, local favourite, French rider, in 2. Zoe Claessens, nice and steady in 3, with Manon Veenstra picking up the 4 at the expense of Andrea Escobar. Heat number 7, Manon Valentino in this one, took a win at Manchester. Mariana Pajon, your double Olympic champion. Paula Santos, Emma Jatou, Liana Curtis, and Kitwanit Sathian of Thailand.
Best name ever.
The best name ever.
It really is the best name.
Number 7, Women Elite. Manon Valentino on the inside, but it looks like Mariana Pajon's got the slightly better start on the 100 plate, leading in and out of that first turn. So Pajon, oh, trouble coming out of turn number 1. One rider's gone down. Manon Valentino's blown that second straight, so that's let Mariana Pajon go right out there on her own. It looks like there's been a real mix-up because there's only 2 riders coming through that second straight at the moment. So Pajon, Valentino 1 and 2, big gap to 3, not sure who's got it at the moment. Pajon's going to hold on to it, Valentino's going to go through in 2. Let's see as they cross the line. We can't see from our vantage point who's got that 3rd spot. Kitwanit Sathian goes through in 3rd, and I think Liana Curtis was battling for the 4.
Reese Santos with the 4th.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Didn't see what happened in that first turn.
I think there was a high side. It just got tight on the inside. Remember, the women have to cut back even harder to make that straightaway.
Yeah.
Coming out of the first corner. And there you go. And so, was that Valentino?
That was Jatou who went down, I think.
So Valentino was cutting in to make that corner, and Jatou, they met up. Valentino just having a little bit stronger of an elbow. And unfortunately, Jatou went down. Your official Pajon, Valentino, Kitswanasathian, and Reese Santos.
Liana Curtis chased her all the way to the line and couldn't quite make it stick. Unfortunate for her. So we've got heat number 8 to come, and also heat number 3, which I think has been held for technical reasons. Emma Jatou still being looked after. I do remember Emma's performance at the Baku Worlds this weekend last year. Made some demon moves to get through one of those rounds. Our medical team on site doing a very, very, very good job. Emma Juteau just being escorted from the track. And on track we have an on-site X-ray facility.
Oh, we sure do, don't we?
With scanner and various other things. Nadia Pries's injury was diagnosed before she left the track yesterday. Heat number 8, Saya Takayama, Natalia Aframova, Axel Etienne, Amanda Carr, Krista von Niederhausen, and Warayana Sate of Thailand. Aframova on the inside, she made a podium here last year. Axel Etienne making the final yesterday, but unfortunate just to take a tumble.
Axel Etienne making the final in round 5. First race back on the Supercross circuit this year. She definitely looked happy to be here and performing so well. We'll see if she can continue on in the same fashion today.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Axel Etienne not off to the best of her starts, but she's going to use her power and try to get around the Russian of Aframova. Aframova, though, Aframova not holding on to it. Axel Etienne just making her way around the long way around. Amanda Carr going into 5th. As we see Sai Hatakeyama finding her way into 3rd place. So it's going to be Etienne, Aframova, Hatakeyama, and von Niederhausen in the 4th place position. So Amanda Carr has some work to do if she wants to play catch-up. It's not done until it's done, but Axel Etienne, crowd liking the fact that a French woman is leading the charge. So Etienne getting the 1st place, followed by Aframova, Hatakeyama, and von Niederhausen.
Yeah, that should wake the French fans up a little bit with a home winner in round number 1. As Axel Etienne takes the win from Natalia Aframova, Saya Takayama, and Krista von Niederhausen. Just going to go back now to heat number 3. Simone Christiansen, Lauren Reynolds, Dominika Azuro, Jai Yabuta, Priscilla Stevo, Leila Henry, and Kanami Tano out of Japan. No less than 3 national champions and 1 continental champion in this one. I think it's safe to say it's stacked. The 128 of Kanami Tano out there on the outside. Next to Leila Henry of Switzerland. Looks like Priscilla Stevo's got a great start. She's going to head into turn number 1 inside of the top 3, but it looks like Simone Christiansen leading it out. She's in there in 1, so looking to pick up where she left off yesterday after hitting the podium. Lauren Reynolds going really well in 2. She's got a point to prove. She's doing it on her own. And Dominika Azuero going through in that 3 spot. Pink hair flowing behind her. Priscilla Stevo inside the top 4. Leila Henry in 5. The Japanese rider right there behind her. But it looks like Simone Christiansen. She's going to bring it to the stripe. Christiansen gets it. Lauren Reynolds for 2. Dominika Azuero for 3. Priscilla Stevo for 4. And Japan going 5 and 6.
There's your official. Christensen, Reynolds, Azuero, and Stevo. Yabuta, Tano, and Henry will have to wait for the last chance qualifier. Next time we see the women, it will be in the last chance qualifier. Remember, only 2 to get through in the last chance qualifier. Otherwise, you are done for the day. As we hear a word from
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
You always know Pro Gate's gonna fall fast and on time, and it's always gonna be on point.
We are back. Thank you to the sponsors who helped make this whole show possible.
We're back on track.
We are back on track. Had some shout-outs coming through before we go to the last chance qualifiers. See who gets through to the 16th finals. Abby and Ava Pike out there in the UK want to send best wishes and good luck to all the GB riders, which we are happy to do. And also, I think it's Michael Survey watching the live feed in Evansville, Wisconsin, I think that is. WI, is that Wisconsin? Is that the right? WI?
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Evansville, Wisconsin. Looking forward to next weekend's Nationals at the Rock. Thanks for the live feed. Rock and Roll Cold Road, the last heat pretty strong. He sure did.
He did.
Thanks for watching, Michael.
And have fun at the Rock. I love that track. Incidentally, my first cover photo came from that, racing there. 16 Expert in 1991.
Wow.
It's a classic.
Yeah. Gavin Arch, 2002, also watching the...
or classic
watching
during
the
my
feed.
lunch break.
Yeah.
I'm a legend during my lunch break,
Yeah,
too.
legend in your own lunch.
I'm sorry, I cut off your shout
That's
out.
all right. Gavin Archer, 2002 on Instagram.
Gavin Archer. Hello.
Enjoying the show.
Thank you, Gavin.
Would like a history section on people like Pistol Pete and the Lumberjack. And
I would
that
too.
would be good.
Well, you know, there's rumors that the Lumberjack is out there. The Lumberjack surfaced on some of the social channels along with Pistol Pete. Meanwhile, Heat 1, we have Shane Rosa, Nicholas LeBound, Boyle, Bemelin, Rosides, Peel, and Teasy. Maynard Peel getting a flat tire in qualifying position during round 1. So we'll see if Peel and Rosa can make it through. Peel might have been in a better position during round 1 than the last chance, because you need a second or better to get through. So Peel making his way through on the outside, we'll see, but Rosa's running away with it. Peel riding quite aggressively, more so than the last Supercrosses, so he's looking to find his feet underneath him, but it's going to be Rosa making himself safe as he pulls away down the last straightaway. The number 32, not to be confused with O.J. Simpson. Rosa calling it qualification, and Peel getting through with that second and final spot.
Yeah, man, Peel be happy to go through after blowing that
good
tire.
race for him.
Yeah,
Good race
round
for
number
him.
1. So don't forget, with it being the LCQs, only 2 riders going through. And Shane Rosa and Maynard Peel with the 2 going through in heat number 1. Heat number 2 is Steele, Doval, Omakulov, Schilling, Halverson, Yoshi, and Godoy. Out there in gate number 8. Heat number 2, last chance qualifiers here for the men elite, heading down that first straight. Let's have a look who's going to lead it into the turn. Godoy making his move from the outside. The Chilean rider trying to work his way in. He's back there in about 3. He's battling away for that 2 spot. He's on the inside. Can he make it stick?
No.
Oh, it went slightly pear-shaped for him as he went through the section. Meanwhile, the battle is out front.
There's a race all the way around.
Yeah, who's going to get this one? Looking at the 700, I think it is, or the 763. That might be Omakaloof, I think that is. The 208, that's is Still. He's going to get through. And Yoshi, I think it is. It's Still and Yoshi going through. To use the old school saying, you could have so close, you could have thrown a blanket over him, Jason.
Yes.
Definitely an interesting one to watch, and there is your result. It's Still and Yoshi confirmed as going through from the LCQ into the 16th.
You still got it.
Another dad joke.
Another
Jason.
dad joke. I thought that was a pretty good one.
That was good. I like that.
Heat 3, Ganestroni, Hecker, Haratawan, Sarrazin, Damontrand, and Aguirre. The Chileans having some trouble finding their feet here. Not for loss of effort, that's for sure. As we are on hold just for a brief moment. Making sure we're official and the track's clear. The riders are up. Aguirre coming on the outside. We'll see if he can use that outside to his advantage. He's got a long way to go, keeping that second position. Diving in the first corner, so Aguirre's in third, looking to jump into second place. Not sure. Oh, he hangs up just like his countrymate did on the same jump. So it's going to be Hecker and Ganestroni. De Montron with a close third. We'll see if he catches up. But Hecker, De Montron staying tight, wanting to make sure he makes it through. Hecker, De Montron, Ganestroni trying to make a charge. Not going to be enough, as it's going to be Ganestroni and Hecker with the qualification.
Well, it's not been the weekend for the Chileans, has it?
No.
I'm sure they'll be back at the next one. Ganestroni and Hecker confirmed as going through. De Montron third, but third is a step too far. Heat number 4. Quentin, Van Doren, Svanberg, Locatelli, Quentin Miroir and Mylène Barbera. Out of France, all in this one. 4 French, 1 Dutch and the national champion of Sweden, as evidenced by that yellow and blue Swedish flag upon his arm. So Svanberg wants to make up for the lap that he had last time around. He's looking pretty good, but the riders are moving across on his back there in 4. He needs to be up into the top 2. So as they head down that straight, Svanberg's got all the work to do. Looks like leading it out might possibly be. Let's have a see as they come out the turn. Van Doren, I think it is in there in 2. Yeah, chasing down Pontin. Svanberg's worked his way into 3, but he needs another position. He's going to have to get Van Doren down this final straight. He's going to try and make it happen. One rider's gone down. Van Doren, Svanberg to the line. Who's going to get that second spot? Van Doren, possibly. Oh, so close. Svanberg just missing out again. Pontin taking the win. And it was all action in that final turn. The rider just picking himself up. Literally just slid away from him. Another rider sliding out.
I think that was the same guy who did that first round.
I think it was actually.
In the same way.
126.
126. No, it wasn't. But they both had blue uniforms. They both had blue kit.
Mylène Barbera. I think it was the same club actually.
Yeah. Well, there is your official, Pontin and Van Doren. They get to keep racing tonight. Next up, Badida, Longueville, Bonnet, Freitas, Chafouat, and Chailloux. Down the hill, looks like Medina straight to the front. Lots of power. Look at those legs go. He's not wasting any time. He wants in and out of this lap because he wants to keep racing. So it's going to be Medina looking controlled and fast, jumping into the second corner, pedaling early even out of the corner. Medina, De Freitas. Medina and De Freitas from Portugal. Oh, no! 1 and 2 and 3 go down. That was wild.
You couldn't script that crash,
oh
could you?
My gosh. Oh my goodness. So it's going to be Bonnet and Chailloux getting through.
We'd have to see a replay to work out exactly what went on there.
Oh.
That was brutal. It almost started a chain reaction of people going over the handlebars.
But just imagine the third place rider thinking, okay, I have a shot. These two are going down, and then he gets caught up in it.
Yeah.
Oh, so front wheel drops. Ooh. Oh. That was not a good look.
That's the best nose manual I've seen in a while. That was crazy. Rider's still being looked after in the final turn.
The official, Bonet and Chayu.
Just give a quick shout out to Sean and Jack Bowditch and the rest of the Birmingham BMX Club Massive in the Midlands. Good to have you on board and watching, guys, as we look after our fallen riders, including Mankoba Medida from the Republic of South Africa under the tutelage of Liam Phillips. I'm surprised he's not left a dent in that turn. He is a big lad.
Yeah.
Peter Van Langveld was caught up in that one. I think some people are going to have headaches in the morning. Cardoso caught up in that one, the Portuguese rider. Hobbling away. It looks like everybody's walked off under their own steam, which is good.
Oh, that's great.
Next up, heat number 6, Jandot, Pikanowski, Devecchi, Claessens, Sarug and Thibaut Chauvin. 4 French riders, an Italian and a Swiss rider. E6 underway, Thibaut Chauvin on the outside on that 292 plate, maybe just trying to keep himself out of a little bit of trouble as they heading towards turn number 1, but is he going to pick up a whole shot? Not quite, he's back there in 2 at the minute, got a good line going down that straight. He's still in that second spot at the moment, but he's coming under pressure. Devecchi in there, Claessens in there as well. Who's got it? People sliding around in that turn. It is Claessens and Saruga, 1 and 2 at the moment. Claessens just holding on to it. Oh, moves being made. Oh, 2 riders go down in the final turn. He had to make the move. It was do or die. And he went down in a heat. The 109 of Saruga. Chauvin has actually worked his way into 2. Devecchi in 3. All action. All action in this one. You know, when it's a last chance qualifier, it is actually your last chance. So the rider there in the red kit just threw it in and tried to get underneath and only succeeded in taking himself and the 787 or 767, I think, of Arthur Claessens with him. I think that was Axel Jandot. It was Axel Jandot who took the tumble, along with Claessens.
Your official, Suruge and Chauvin getting through. Last chance. It's like a war out there. Meyer, Ward, Beguin, Foucault, Trump, and Bretthauer. Heat 7. Last chance, elite men. Louis Bretthauer not accustomed to being in the last chance, so the German's going to want to get through this with minimal problems as he goes straight to the front. Over the first double, step up, roller down, looking quite controlled into the second corner. Last time I said that, someone went down, so I'm not going to say that anymore. Second place goes down. He doesn't look too happy, but it's going to be Bretthauer in front. Barring anything catastrophic, he should make it through the 572. The German rider, Bretthauer, bringing it in for the qualification, followed by Beguin.
That was the 228 of Dimitri Huard. There he goes, sliding out in the turn. Looks like we've got a sniper with an ice cube gun, Jason.
Something.
Those turns getting more and more slippy as we go through. Heat number 8 lining up next. Oh, that was the result of Heat 7. Bretthauer and Beguin confirmed as going through to the 16th. Moving on to heat number 8 of the last chance qualifiers. Matsushita, Makada, Sanchez, Molina, Beauvoir, and Ugama of the Netherlands. And the question is, are we going to have better luck for the Chilean riders this time around? So Tatsumi Matsushita, the national champion of Japan, he's on the inside there running that 38 plate, and he's going to lead it into the turn. Molina working his way into third spot at the moment, but he needs to be up into 2. He's making his move down this straight, pedaling as hard as he can, and holding on to that spot. Maybe somebody will slide out on the turn this time around. No such luck. He's going to have to sit there in that third spot. He's got 2 more straights to make it happen. Matsushita's had the move made on him. He's back there in 2 now. Molina's going to dive underneath high-low. Drag racing down the final straight. Matsushita and Molina for the final qualifying spot. Matsushita's going to get it. Molina's going to get 3. Sanchez takes the win. Ugama in 4. Boom.
Good effort by Molina.
For sure.
Your official, Sanchez, Milano, and Matsushita getting through heat number 8. Moving through the program. Last chance. Elite men. Ballerini, Barbosa, Schunk, Perot, Leo Garoyan, and Temissier. Young French rider Leo Garoyan looking to go straight to the front. He's going to do just that. The junior world champion making his move to elite. Stretching the lead out as he goes into the third straight. Garoyan and Ballerini, the French and the Swiss rider, 1 and 2. We have a crash in the last corner, but it's going to be Garoyan and Ballerini with the qualification.
Kevin Schunk got caught up in that one with Enzo Barbosa. And there you see the impact, riders going down. Certainly the back end of that third straight is catching fork out left, right and centre. In these LCQs, people getting desperate to make moves with their last opportunities to go through. Kevin Shunk fighting off the soreness.
Fighting up the soreness. Have a shout out, Mitchie.38. Mitchie.38 says, "Hey Jason, I'm from Australia. It is 1:09 a.m. Hope you enjoy your day." We hope you're enjoying your night. Thank you for watching. Gaurian and Ballerini, they will be your official. As we have a tire pop just past the finish line. Bit loud.
That was loud.
Hopefully no one in the crowd is suffering from PTSD. That was pretty wild, but at least they made it across the finish line before the tire popped as we move on in the program to heat number 10.
Yeah, Peters, Boyer, Lopez, Rosul Khans, Quanto, and Bouger. Heat number 10, the 477 of William Bouger, out there on the outside doing it for France. Looks like the Latvian rider got a great start. Rosul Khans, and he was leading towards turn number 1. Let's just see what's going on. He's back there in 2 now, so he's had a move made on him. And as they head into that second turn, the Latvian rider still in a qualification spot in second, but being led out now by the 272 of Boyer. Sorry, no, Rosul Khans in there. Boyer's also in the mix as well. I do apologise. Drag racing down that final straight. Looks like the 919 of Maxime Boyer is going to try and get it through. Is he going to get it? No, he's not. I don't think he is. Lopez taking it on the line. Bouger in 4, so Felix Lopez just stealing that second spot.
Official Rosul Khans and Lopez getting through. Very disappointing for Bouyer. Sheravan, Couger, Botanet, Vaudan, Bodson, and Zite.
Attention.
This could be anyone's race. Vaudan straight to the front. Only one rider from the Netherlands in this group. Everyone else is from France. So Vaudan looking to take control of this moto as he finds himself struggling and now back to second. So it's going to be Sheravan, Vaudan, Zite, Sheridan. Vaudan looking like he might go backwards. We'll see. There might be a race for second and third. For second, I should say. It's going to be Sheravan. And Vaudan holding on to it.
And there is your results. Vaudan and Sheravan both going through. 2 French riders as we move on to heat number 12. Ian Van Heijden, Mika Strasdins, Idriss Lebigot, Hugo Senensal, Kilian Munch, and Axel Damblon out of France. Did not expect to see Mika Strasdin in the LCQ.
Not,
but he's in it, so he's going to have to try and work his way through.
not normal for him.
Axel Damblon on the outside on that 176, the French rider, but we are looking for Mika Strasdins and Ian Van Heijden. And it looks like Strasdins is going to get the whole shot with Van Heijden right there behind him. So the national champion of Latvia leading this LCQ heat out. Van Heijden looking good right there behind him in 2. There's a pack of French guys chasing him down. The gap started to open up now. Strasdins, Van Heijden, Damblon, Lebigot. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 looking fairly safe in this one. Looks like they're going to be able to cruise it through to the line. Damblon's making a move down the final straight. He looks like he's going to run out of time and room. Strasdins is going to get it. Van Heijden into Damblon, unlucky in 3, and the Latvian national champion making it through to the 16th via the LCQ. There is your result. Ian Van Heijden and Mika Strasdins confirmed as going through in the top 2 positions of that LCQ heat.
Next up, Karan, Feliu, Gork, Brahim, Stindl, and Verbiz Boitini. Straight out of the gate, dropping in on the 8-meter. Looks like Stindl, the German rider, straight to the front. Battle for second. We get an ID on them, but Stindl almost getting hung up on that big step up down the second straight. Stindl, BMXer Gork in second place. Stindl and Gork, 1 and 2. That's most likely how they'll qualify. Stindl for first, Gork for second. Everyone else is done for the day.
There is confirmation of the result. Kay Stindl and Fabian Gork confirmed as going through Heat 13 of the LCQ, the last of the LCQs for the men elite now. Heat number 14, Ugamar, Burrell, Munsane, Yoshimura, Fuentes, and Calvin Flock out of France. Calvin Flock of France on that 191 plate on the outside, but we are looking at Yoshimura, who got a great start, and he's going to hole shot this one. Is Ugamar going to work his way into that too? That is the question as they go down that second straight. Yoshimura still holding on to it. The Japanese rider who's got that second spot behind him. Let's have a see as they go down that third straight. Burrell it is. Ugamar's there in 3, so he's got some work to do if he wants to catch Burrell. He's making his move in that final turn, trying to high load, just couldn't quite get the line. Yoshimura's going to hold it down the final straight. He's going to get it. Looks like Ugamar's going to be slightly too late in 3. Burrell gets the 2 spot. The Swiss rider goes through, but it was Japan from start to finish in heat number 14.
So pretty eventful. Yoshimura and Burrell, pretty eventful men's, elite men last chance qualifier. There was all kinds of craziness going on.
There was certainly craziness in that.
All kinds of craziness.
All kinds of craziness. As we move on.
Women elite, Hajkova, Yabuta, Satai, Curtis, and Rosnet. Excuse me, Satay. Leanna Curtis, the national champion of Australia, with the number 172. Leanna Curtis looks like she wants to show everyone just how she won her national championship. She's going straight to the front. Going to be Curtis into the second corner, followed by Hajkova. Curtis, Hajkova, Yabuta wanting to make a move, I'm sure. We'll see if Hajkova can hold her off. Meanwhile, Curtis, the 172, bringing it in, with Hajkova staying for the close second.
There is confirmation of the result. Leanna Curtis is taking the win with Michaela Hajkova of the Czech Republic going through in 2. That was heat number 1 of the last chance qualifiers for Women Elite. Moving on to heat number 2, Danny George, Amanda Carr, Kanami Tano, and Charlotte Moreau. Got no Emma Jateau in this one.
This is actually going to be a tough one.
It certainly is. Danny George and Amanda Carr on the inside. Those girls have spent many motos to get all. One rider's gone down. It was Charlotte Moreau who hit the deck We started with 4, we're now down to 3. Danny George leading it out. That looks like Kanani Tamil in there, into Amanda Carr's going through in 3. For George holding on to it as they go in and out of that second turn. Tano's looking strong in that second spot. Amanda Carr of the United States / Thailand. Has she got anything for her down this final straight? We'll soon see. Tano may have picked the wrong line as they go down that straight. Cost a little bit of momentum. Here comes Carr. Is she going to get her on the line? Danny George is in there as well. 3 abreast pretty much. Oh, it was close. I think Tano got the better of Carr right at the line. Danny George taking the win. Charlotte Moreau was unlucky to take a tumble. She's finishing her lap off. That was heat number 2 of the last chance qualifiers for Women Elite.
Whoa, crash on the first straight. Looks like she got sideways somehow on the first jump. Not sure if there's a breeze out there or not, but Tano and George making it through. We move on to heat number 3. Restrepo, Hernandez, Peterson, and Patricon.
Okay, riders, random start. Rider is ready. Watch the game.
Stephanie Hernandez wanting to keep her day going. Hernandez just on the outside. She's going to find herself in second place, maybe even third. As we have Restrepo taking the lead. Oh no, Hernandez moving back to third. Peterson fighting for more. Hernandez, Peterson battling it out for 2. We have a 3-way going down the last straightaway. Restrepo, Hernandez, Peterson, don't know who it's going to be. Hernandez might have even gotten the win. She does. Hernandez and Peterson. Restrepo triple photo.
Not often we get to say that about an LCQ.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Hernandez taking the lead on that.
We'll soon see. Really good to have Steffi Hernandez back on track, the 2015 world champion.
There it is. Hernandez and Peterson, very disappointing for Restrepo. She was leading the whole way around, literally until the last straightaway.
Heat number 4, up on the gates. Anna Rojas, Erin Lockwood, Morgan Delalonde, and Anne Gant.
Okay, riders, random start. Rider is ready. Watch the game.
Right, let's see what's going to go on in heat number 4 of the LCQs for elite women as they head towards the turn. Just trying to check out who might have got that hole shot. Erin Lockwood definitely in there. Delalonde is going through as well. So the girls heading towards turn number 2. The 2 riders have definitely worked their way out in front. And it looks like Lockwood and Rojas, 1 and 2 at the minute. Lockwood out of Australia on that 741 plate. Rojas on the treble 8. These 2 girls out front and clear. Looks like Lockwood's going to get it. Rojas is going to get the 2. They'll be going through to the 8 finals of Women Elite. Erin Lockwood of Australia and Ana Rojas of Bolivia.
Lockwood and Rojas, that's the official from heat number 4, only taking 2 in the last chance qualifier. Next up, heat 5, Escobar, Sorensen, Henri, and Gesnay.
Okay, riders, random start. Rider is ready. Watch the game.
Leila Henri, 136, the Swiss rider. She's the youngest in this group. as she makes her way to second place behind Escobar. Escobar just missing out on the qualifying position during round 1, so she's wanting to ensure herself that she's going to get through. So it's going to be Escobar followed by Henri. Henri has got some heat on her. That's Sorensen looking to make a move. We'll see if Sorensen can work this high-low. She does. Now it's a race for second place. Henri, Sorensen, Escobar. Escobar's going to take the lead. I believe Sorensen gets through. Henri not making it out.
There is your official result. Andrea Escobar confirmed as taking the win with Malin Sorensen going through in 2. That was the last of the last chance qualifiers for the women elites. And we'll get some words.
Get a word from our
sponsors.
sponsors.
So our crowd here at Saint Quentin on Yvelines being entertained by the in-house announcers and DJ. Taking the time to check their social media, and if you want to check out the UCI_BMX_SX, check that one out on Twitter and Instagram. That'll keep you up to date with everything that is going on within the UCI BMX Supercross World Cup Series, the official feed of everything BMX Supercross. That's your opportunity to interact with the global BMX community. And we're always happy to hear from you via those social channels.
So I'm sitting here with Kai and Saya Sakakibara. How'd you both get into BMX? Obviously, you're siblings on the circuit together.
Yeah, it was. I was the one that started. Really, I just loved riding my bike from when I was a kid. Loved skidding around the side of my house and just riding around the park. Just loved it. And yeah, just by coincidence, bumped into a BMX track in Ashmore, Queensland, and I've been riding ever since. And for Saya, she was just kind of dragged into it, I think, because of me.
What's it like traveling with your sibling everywhere?
I mean, makes it so much more homey, I guess. Like, you come to such a high pressure situation like a World Cup and year round, and it's really nice to have, you know, Kai to travel with and have fun with as well. And especially when we both get a really good result, it's so nice to, you know, share it with each other, and yeah, it just makes it so much more special.
Absolutely, I'm sure it is. Do you both train together and help motivate each other too?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's interesting, and we work quite well because we're quite different in personality. I'm just really strict. I just want to get stuff done, just get it done, time on the dot, and Saya's more laid back, like we can get it done whenever sort of thing. So we kind of balance each other out, and she kind of helps me relax when I'm a little bit too on edge, and I think I help kind of pull Saya up when she's being too relaxed as well, so it works pretty good.
So last year and this year, you guys have stayed in Holland and trained. What's it like living in Holland and training, and do you find that it's more beneficial to be there than at home in Australia?
I think like the racing here is much more competitive compared to Australia, and I love getting on the gate with fast like top riders from all around the world every single weekend, and it really helps me improve as a rider. And we kind of found a place where we find ourselves really homey, and like it just feels like home. Like I don't get too homesick, so I think that's a really good advantage. And having Kai definitely makes it much more comfortable.
So all those months on the road. First of all, how long do you stay in Holland for usually?
Well, last year we did from March all the way through to the Worlds, which is in June, and we're doing the same thing again this year, but the Worlds are in July, so it's going to end up being about 4 months.
Awesome. And obviously Tokyo 2020 is on your guys' radar. You're dual citizens with Japan, right?
Yeah, that's right. So I think it's going to be really special to go back to. Well, that's Japan's where I started BMX and where my family's from as well. So I think it'll be really special to go back to Japan where I started BMX and race the pinnacle race of the sport, and also probably the biggest race of our careers. So I think it will be really special to go back there.
Were you both born in Japan?
No, we were both born in Australia, in Queensland.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have lots of family in Japan that'll come out and watch if you're there?
Yeah, our grandparents still live in Japan, so they're actually based in Tokyo, so I'm sure they'll be out to watch. So yeah, we just both want to do the best we can to make sure that we get that spot on the team.
You both have both been doing really well these last couple of years. Best of luck today, and thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Tori.
Plein centre là-bas, c'est une dame. Elle est là-bas, habillée en blanc. Elle est toute là, voilà. Vous, madame, c'est vous, vous voyez? Est-ce que vous voyez à l'écran? Levez la main, vous êtes dans plein centre. Vous, c'est vous, où est-ce que vous êtes? Oui, c'est là. Venez me rejoindre, madame. Venez me rejoindre. Voilà, venez me rejoindre. Non, une personne, on n'a qu'une montre. Hein. Elles sont ensemble. Ah ben, chacun aura le bracelet et l'autre l'horloge. On va descendre. Moi, je descendrai là, je serai toi. On veut des bonbons, nous.